issue that is really important to my community right now that I've been talking to a couple of different kinds of folks about is there is a lot of talk about the election. I'm actually probably one of the few people who doesn't enjoy having too much conversation about the election. I've already made my decision about who I'm voting for, and I'm moving on with my life. Just don't want to be inundated with it every day. I don't watch television or read up very much on it. But I have participated in some of the conversations that people have been having about what happens afterwards, right? And that's really, really hugely important to folks in my community. And it's a diverse, queer, multifaceted community, but definitely on the side of being Black and Indigenous people of color in our various lives as professionals and what that actually means. There are some folks that have, done some talking about the needs are still going to be the needs, right? Mutual aid is still going to be necessary. People are still waiting for some sort of compensation, as a second part two to the support that the government was able to give over the summer. And then what does it mean for how we are coming together, the impact of COVID and how that's going to have on everything that's going to be happening in this last season at the end of the year. And so for me, that is actually more of a critical conversation about what happens afterwards. I know that things are still the same for me. As a parent, my student is still doing online academy learning. There were some cohorts of students who went back to school, and there's already been, after less than a week almost, there has been a report of someone in the school that he would have attended had we decided to send him in. That has that the same school, they've been contacting folks and contact tracing and doing all of those things. So what happens with that? Politically, I think that we can't expect any kind of miracles or any kind of immediate anything as it pertains to how it impacts our day-to-day life. But I am sensitive to people who really are sort of thinking ahead on all of those things, because I think that is the most important conversation we need to have.